not sit to deliberate on the impeachment of the governor of Isiolo County. So then, what would you be sitting to listen to? Because Section 33 and Article 181 gives this House powers to hear whether charges against the governor have been substantiated. So it presupposes that once you begin the trial, you are actually listening to the actual charges, actual violations, actual counts that the governor is being accused of. So once we cross this bridge, we'll not be looking at technicalities. We'll only be addressing ourselves to the charges that the governor is being accused of. Honorable Senators, a month ago, a young man was brutally murdered. And the police presented a dead body of that young man, Albert Ojwang, to Mbagathi Hospital, expecting that the hospital was going to admit that dead body and treat that dead body. Mbagathi Hospital stood their ground and said, our duty is simple, to treat patients. What you're bringing here is not a patient known by nature or in medical terms. He's dead, not even on arrival, but was dead before even arrival. That is the same thing the County Assembly is doing, bringing you a dead body in the name of a dead motion and expecting you to invoke your powers under Article 181 and Section 33. We dare submit, Honorable Senators, that is not even a dead motion. This motion is stillbirth. It never got to be born. Why? Because it was never be debated and it was never resolved to impeach the governor of Isiolo County. Honorable Senators, when you look at the arguments by the County Assembly, they are telling you that we need to go to trial to establish whether the Hansards that we took time to impeach communicate of a house having sat. Now, what witness is being brought before the Senate to address you on things that are clear? Documents speak for themselves. The answers that we took time to take you through are not our documents. They are not documents hinged on an affidavit. They are documents supplied by the County Assembly. None of the council who appeared before you took time to address you on any issues that we address you on to suggest that there is no way a sitting could have taken place. So do you then call a witness here to come and address you on issues that are glaring, that are very obvious on the face of it? It would be a total waste of your time, Honorable Senators. There has been also an attempt by the County Assembly to portray the governor of Isiolo County as a person who advances a self-defeating argument just because it is seen that he approached the High Court to impeach this process. It has been said that the governor acknowledged that proceedings took place. Nothing can be further from the truth. Honorable Senators, the Honorable Governor of Isiolo County went to the High Court in Isiolo based on a press release by the Speaker of Isiolo County purporting to communicate a resolution to remove him from office. A press release that was not backed by any other evidence that indeed there were proceedings that took place. Honorable Senators, you will not come across any broadcast of the proceedings that are said to have taken place on 26th of June, 2026. Nothing. Not from mainstream media, not from local media, nothing. The only communication that the governor got was a press release that the county speaker had just to demonstrate that there were proceedings that took place. And therefore, Honorable Senators, we urge you to invoke your powers. I stood here last year in October, representing the County Assembly of Kericho. A question arose as to the propriety of that motion. Debate was held here. And I stood to defend the position that proceed and hear the charges on merit, and if there is any question on the propriety of that motion, deal with it at that juncture. Honorable Senators, I remember the words of distinguished Senator for Kakamega, Boni Kawale. He told me, and I quote, Mr. Mutuma, he called me by name, what do you want the governor to prove? What do you want the governor to prove? That same question is the same question I expect Honorable Distinguished Senator today to ask. Are you inviting the governor to prove that indeed there were proceedings that took place? It was the duty of the county assembly, before they even started submitting, to establish that indeed a sitting took place. There is only one way to demonstrate that, by providing this House with credible Hansards. And documents, Honorable Senators, speak for themselves. We do not need a witness to take the witness stand to interpret Hansards. Hansards are supposed to communicate what transpired verbatim, without the need of calling a witness to explain. Their own Hansards, Honorable Senators, do not demonstrate a likelihood of a sitting having taken place. And therefore, just the same way you set precedents, because this is a House of Precedents, that your mandate under Article 33 and 181 encompasses the right to, first of all, interrogate prima facie whether that motion has met that threshold. And that's exactly what we're inviting you to do. If you find that the answers and the documents on record do not support the existence of a valid motion, you do not